Hey everyone, welcome back to Boost Your Income and Bootstrap to WordPress. And this lecture is called, what's it called? Clean up your style sheet and modify your CSS for WordPress. Okay, so one quick thing that we need to do first before we get into cleaning up this style sheet is fix the brand down here. The navbar brand, we're still referencing the wrong image file, and it's been bugging me when I was just getting started on this lecture. I see we still have a broken image up here. Not cool with me, not cool with you. Let's fix this. Super easy. All you got to do is PHP and then do the good old blog info and reference the style sheet underscore directory and then slash, and then that should get you the correct file. Let's see if it's there. Cool, it is there. It's kind of hidden under the dashboard, the toolbar up here, but that's what's part of this lecture is about. We're going to clean up the CSS so this starts to look a bit better. Part of it will be making sure that we can see our header and not have our toolbar covering our good stuff. All right. In your code editor, open up that good old style.css file. Now let me tell you a few things about all this fancy stuff up here. When you create a new theme, this first comment up here in your style sheet, the style.css file, is very important. It tells WordPress a lot of important information, like the theme name, the theme URI, the author URI, description, version number, license, blah, 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 blah. Where you would see this, it's in your dashboard. Check it out. Dashboard, head over to appearance and then themes. You see how these guys have information here? So let's click on theme details. Bootstrap to WordPress version 1.0 and then WP.com. Not sure what that's from. I'm pretty sure when you downloaded the underscores theme, it tagged that on. So let's just go version 1.0. Boom, that'll be good. Theme name, good to go. Author, you can change that to you if you wish. And save that. You'll see that now version 1.0. Now you're probably wondering, hey, why do I just have just like a default kind of transparent image here? I want a cool image. Well, you can do that. And I actually have an image already. I will make sure that it is in your miscellaneous folder in the course files. Miscellaneous, I'll make sure that you have the proper screenshot. Boom, there you go, screenshot. So this is what we're going to be using as the theme screenshot kind of image. So that's in your miscellaneous folder. And then all you need to do is replace the screenshot. So right here, this is your transparent picture. Just replace screenshot.png in the root directory of the theme with your screenshot right there. Now watch this. I'm going to replace that. And if I refresh, we're going to have a nice image here. Boom, there it is. Bootstrap to WordPress by Brad Hussey, custom WordPress theme using Bootstrap version 1.0. Wicked. There it is. Okay, that looks good. Okay, so let's get back to our style sheet. Got a little excited there. Now, there is a lot of CSS that is included in this default style sheet that I don't want because it's excessive. There's a reset, lots of typographical things, elements, forms, navigation. Some of it's important, like accessibility and certain elements like infinite scroll, media captions, and galleries. All of it you can remove if you really want, but I am going to remove what we don't need. So what we don't need is this entire reset section. So get rid of that. We don't need reset because Bootstrap already comes with a bunch of reset stuff. The normalize, I believe. So get rid of reset. In fact, get rid of typography as well. Just kind of redundant because we already have this stuff figured out in our static site. Our static site looks great, and this is just overwriting all of our hard work, and we don't need that. So elements, we don't need this. Get rid of this too. Forms, we don't need that either. And boom, got rid of that. Navigation, 5.1 links, we don't need that. And we don't need that. Menus. Let's get rid of almost everything. Get rid of everything all the way down to the small menu right here. And then we're going to keep site main, content navigation, stuff like this, because these are WordPress specific styles and they may come up in our templates as we build our site and as it grows over time. This isn't specifically overriding like typography or reset elements or forms. This is more specifically WordPress styles. You could see like comment navigation, paging navigation. We want that to be, we want to leave that there for now. Accessibility, important, keep that. Certain things here are important to keep, so don't bother removing that. Alignments, keep that as well, because align left, right, and center. This is actually when you code or type something in your WordPress text editor and you just you take a text or like an image and align it left, center, or right. It tags a class on that element, and that class or those classes are these classes, and that will help align those things. So keep that. Clearings, keep that as well, because certain things will keep, like entry content, comment content, things like that. Not necessarily remove that. Widgets as well, keep that. Content, keep this, because these are all WordPress specific styles. Again, we probably won't use most of this stuff, but you know, as time goes on and we realize, hey, we're not using this stuff, you can go ahead and trim that out. Same with the sides and comments. Infinite scroll, media, keep. Captions, we're good. Galleries, keep that as well. This is the when you add a specific or a gallery within your content in the text editor. In WordPress, it adds these styles so that the items, the gallery items, are in a grid-like format. And then last but not least, we have our theme-specific styles. Good. Save that. We basically cleaned a lot of it up, and let's just have a little look to see so far. So not really much has happened. A few margin fixes and not much else because we haven't really run into it. But we still have this little issue up here. I want to fix that because it's bugging me. I want to be able to see what is happening up there. Pretty simple. Right here in your style sheet, let's just add a little something here. Logged in is the class. That's actually a class that WordPress adds. You know how you have that WordPress-head function? Well, right here in your site, WordPress adds a bunch of classes to the body right here. Home, so we know it's the home page. It's currently the blog page as well. Logged in, admin bar, no customized support. So they add some styles or classes, and we can target those. So logged in, nav bar, fixed top. We want that to be top 32 because it is position relative. We can go top 32. That navbar fixed top will move down 32 pixels, which is the height of this admin toolbar. There we go. Now we have our header with our dynamic navigation items. This is exciting. Okay, let's keep going. Let's clean up some more stuff. In our general here, let's fix the background because this is not going to work. This is not referencing the right assets, and you can't do this in WordPress. You need to actually be more specific. So we can basically do this every time that we find an image, a URL image reference, but there's probably a handful of these in our CSS. So why don't we just do a global search and replace? If you're not using Coda 2, most code editors do this. If not, again, a really good reason why you should get Coda 2. It saves you so much time. Otherwise, you're going to have to go in manually and do this. So not cool, time waster. All right, so we want to select URL string ... / image. And then we want to replace that with, it looks like this, URL string / WP content, WP-content /themes /bootstrap to WordPress /assets /image. And make sure you don't put the trailing slash at the end if you didn't over here. Otherwise, you're going to be adding a double trailing slash and you're going to break your references, your paths. Okay, so you got WP content, themes, bootstrap to WordPress, assets, image. What that is doing is jumping from the root of the whole WordPress site, B2W. WordPress content, themes, bootstrap to WordPress, we're jumping into assets, we're jumping into images, and we're snagging those images. Awesome. Cool. Replace all. Boom. 9 instances were fixed. So now all of our background images will be, they'll be referenced properly. Why don't we save that and just have a little check, because I know the background should now have a texture. Great, I can see it here. I don't know if you'll see it on the recording here. Maybe it won't be as high enough quality to see the subtle background, but on your browser, you should see the subtle background tile. Let's keep going. Okay, so I went through the style sheet, and there isn't much else that we need to clean up at this point, except for down here in the media queries. When we get to a certain width on our site for mobile devices, the toolbar switches. Watch this. Right there. See how the toolbar becomes a mobile toolbar, but it's kind of, it's taller and it's tucked under our header here. So we're going to change that. We're going to fix that and add a little media query here. No problem. Just before 568, after 7. Actually, it's going to be above 768, below 991. And it's going to be specifically to fix the top margin when logged in. So media screen and max width 782. For some reason, WordPress chose 782 as the width. Not really sure why, but that's the specific width that the breakpoint is at. And in here, we're going to say logged in, navbar fixed top, and then that will be top will be 46 pixels, which is the new height of that toolbar. And that should fix now. There we go. So that swaps when you get down to that 782. Perfect, looks good. And then eventually our toolbar, our nav bar, starts working. There we go. Okay, great. There's also one last thing here. Now, if I make this a bit smaller, you could see the toolbar then just gets a bit smaller. I'm assuming they do that just to clean up the toolbar so it works a bit better on mobile devices. We need to fix that. We need that to line up better. So that breakpoint is actually 600 pixels. Again, I don't really know why they did that. Why did they didn't use the standard breakpoints in mobile devices? Not sure, but they did. So we need to accommodate for that. Okay, so all you need to do is fix the top margin when logged in. Media screen max with 600. Put that above the 568, below the 768. And all you're going to do here is just select your logged in navbar fixed top. And that's going to be top 42 pixels. Check it out. There it is, fixed. So that will adjust with WordPress. Great. Okay, that's really it for this lecture. Next lecture, we're going to clean up the footer in our WordPress theme and add some scripts and all that sort of good stuff. See you there.